What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house, back with our most controversial segment here. Despite me naming my sources and them putting their reputation on the line, obviously it's in their best interest to be controlling the market. This is more so to show you the likelihood of what you can be pulling, and so far the channel, its track records, pretty good with that, isn't it? We've seen in the past, oh, look at Cyber Knight and DZ, oh, you pulled a ton of live stages out of your packs. Weird, it's almost as if I was forewarning about stuff like that. Now, unless you're Team Samurai with the best pack opening ever, you're gonna realistically be crunching math on the likelihood of what can I pull from this box? What can I pull from a case of this? Because Dark Neostorm is a very wanted set, and it's really top heavy with amazing secret rares. And again, we're going to see that trending line of Konami overprinting a couple of secret rares, and thus the rest of the secret rares suffer in terms of your pull rates. Now, we have 42 Euro cases from Tier 0 here, and when looking through this, we notice, oh man, Abramax is overprinted, a one of in the extra deck. That's actually kind of the opposite of what they've been doing, though, with the Borals, so okay, it's nice that Abramax will be easier to get. We also see Ib the World Chalice Justicar, which you play 1 to 2 of her in some decks, especially if you're trying to synchro up. And interesting to see her at 3.6 as a pull ratio. And then we also see Cynet Mining at 3.7, which makes a lot of sense to me because, hey, let's push the cybers. This is from the show. This is Brains. And we just hit Lady Debug. Not making that too hard to get actually makes a lot of sense when you look at the rest of the secret rares in the set. No Material, 2.4. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, 2.2. Cherubini, 2.5. And then Nightmare Incarnation Idly at 2.6. Omni Dragon Brotar at 2.78. So realistically, it just becomes kind of this gamble with the other secrets. I don't think any are necessarily quote-unquote shorted, but it's more of what you pull. As we're going to look at the secrets from Epic Cards in Game as USA ratio pulls here. Cherubini, this is 8 cases, so 96 boxes. It's about 1/5 of what we just showed you, but we can see more of the RNG take place here as they pulled 26 Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwoods out of their 8 cases, averaging above the 3, but we do also see them pull average of 3.75 Cynet Mining per cases. That's 12 boxes, by the way. When I say a case, we're talking 12 boxes total, so nobody gets confused on that. When we look at No Material, though, it's very low as well. Idly almost the same. Brotar even lower. Mech Knight Crusadia Equimax above that line of 3 at 3.5. And then look at Ib the World Chalice Justicar, 4.37, and then Cherubini 2. So how do you think this affects a smaller store? They're going to be playing that gamble train, and they won on one of the best, Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, but then you just get this huge pile as an independent shop of Ib the World Chalice Justicar, and you better be selling online, because how many people in your local area are going to be clamoring for full price Ibs from you? I don't know how many Synchro Duelists you have in your area, but hey. We also, to note from them, have Crackdown and Mystic Mine at relatively, I think, decent pull rates of 22 per case. That's almost 2 of these per box, as they should be. So I do expect to see Mystic Mine's price clamoring down. With this case ratios, hopefully this does bring some coolant to the market. But they noted that Dingirsu is also short compared to all ultras. When we go back to Tier 0 here and we look at Dingirsu, 2.5 average per case for an ultra rare. This is as hard to get as some of the hard to get secret rares. For an ultra, he's basically an honorary secret rare for pulling, and his price was pretty much up there. It's almost an equivalent to Spiral Double Helix in price, around the $30 range, and we'll look at some market prices here in a bit for this set and talk about them. But look at the rest of the ultras. Oh, I can just pull 5 to 6 of most of these, around the 5s for others. It's crazy to think that all of a sudden there's the most coveted ultra rare just happens to be halved in quantity. If it's a cutting sheet issue for some reason with how they've lined up sheets to be cut for cards, like, it shouldn't be this bad. It seems almost purposeful on Konami's part at this point, and let's not kid ourselves. The fact that we see consistently, it's just a couple of the secrets that are up there in quantity, it's gotta be on purpose. There's no other explanation, since we see this time and time and time again, and it just happens to be the better cards over and over. But hey, don't take my word for it on just this. This is from Tier 0 and Epic Cards in Game. They're literally players who ended up with a shop. They came up through the community, and that's them also. So like, whenever I try to do this, I try to get multiple sources for you guys, and 50 cases between the two, and it turning out this similar, big thanks. Why don't you watch the rest of the community and how it ends up? And every time it just seems to magically be very similar to what I'm putting up, doesn't it? Because they're actually opening the packs and doing this for the community. Let's go ahead to the Market Watch view and review some of these current prices and kind of decide how might this be moving. Sign-up mining is really, really up there for having such a wide pull. I get that Salmon Greats with Lady Debug hit are heavily considering this card, and yeah, oof, if you get ashed, it's gonna hurt. But like, I could see this starting to go down relatively fast, even if it's played in the best deck, Salad Boys. Like, if it's that easy to pull comparative to the others, yeah, I could see it. And again, though, people want playsets, but when we see consistently playsets or better are going to be pulled out of cases on average, yeah, there's going to be extra sign-up minings running around past who would play it. I would think Avermax here is going to drop, even as an amazing one-of in the extra deck. I don't think it will last. Odd enough, I could see Dingirsu being very close and tied in price continuously past this set's release with this, because it's basically that honorary secret rare. You will have more Avermaxes pulled than Dingirsus over time by this math. That is actually nuts to me. You could have just swapped their rarities. Italy, the U-Link Buster, huh? I think she's going to really depend on formats, and I think her price will sink down over time. Very, very similar to that, what's her name? She's like the Forbidden Searcher for like the Forbidden Dress and Lace. She started out pretty high and just became really budget and could one day be good. Like, depending on the format, you could see Italy go up. Ib's gonna be a combo piece, and you look at all these secret rares, they're also good for the most part. You could name almost every single one of these to be $30 cards plus, and we see that in pre-sales with a lot. But hopefully these ratios give some lenience in what's going to happen. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, I already named that she would be near 60 early on because she's a Ghost Sister, and she would have to hit that point somewhere. It'll be interesting to see how much she's used in the meta versus her pricing. And again, like we showed with Epic Cards in Game, it's kind of a gamble on those secondary secrets, right? Like, they won on her, like, and so it'll be interesting to see how many shops end up winning on that and being able to put them out into the market. Gnome Material has been quickly sinking versus its pre-sale price, and we have a lot of the secrets pulled up here too, slash ultras. Odd enough, Dingirsu actually more on eBay, so that's unusual for pre-sale slash the set hasn't been officially released, only sneak kits are out in the world. Very unusual for eBay. We see Ghost Sister going down pretty dang fast. Avermax really, really fast by this independent seller before it's up there towards 27. It'll be interesting to see how all these prices range out, but hopefully there's a huge coolant on good old, what is it, Mystic Mine, is it called now? I keep getting the name wrong, I feel like. No, yeah, Mystic Mine. This got bought out the other day to the point of freaking $20, and now it's back towards 12. Thanks to Epic for showing us that there should be an average of 2 per box, meaning as a super rare, it's unlikely to stick up. There's nothing really funky or too funky about its pull ratio. Same with Crackdown. So I would think mine's going to go back down to where Crackdown is, since Crackdown's not seeing all that hype, but it is an amazing card. We could see them both float around that $5 to $6 mark. You just have a ridiculous amount of burn hype slash I'm going to be that guy that ruins your nationals by playing this deck sort of thing with Mystic Mine. It's all hype. It's all inflated. Once the set hits, once people are pulling these for free out of their regional packs and getting their money back, I imagine this is going to be a $5 card. So hopefully these ratios cause a little coolant with some of the cards you were looking for the set, instead of creating that hype. Oh my gosh. And I always try to do this segment with the thought in mind that I'm giving information out there. This is what you guys should use moving forward, knowing that these cards are harder to pull or these cards are easier to get, that you make decisions on, okay, I can just wait for Mystic Mine. Like, it's a meme, I get it, I'm not going to buy into the hype, I'll save my money for later. Or getting to know, oh man, like, no material short, but the price is going down right now. This set might not be reprinted until next March, and whatever the dual power, collective variant is, like Dual Saga, Dual Power. I've been saying it, the 100 card set that comes out in March, it's probably where Dark Neostorm will see its first reprints, unless Savage Strike takes that slot now. Who knows what's happening with the reprint world. But like I'm saying, hopefully it helps you make educated decisions knowing the ratios and what's going on. And also, something to note, Dark Neostorm's booster box prices have been slowly dipping back towards that $60 mark as well, despite so many amazing high-priced cards right now. The true test of time for this set will be coming out in the next couple of weeks, and then its special edition releasing the unlimited printing of this out into the world. And then you have time will tell where prices really fall. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the conversation, period. And let me know what you think of these ratios. I think there is some pretty insane stuff overall to look at from all this, but at the end of the day, it's not unexpected at this point from Konami, right? It's not, like, outlandish, and, yeah, seeing the same across the pond as the US for the most part, outside of Spooky, Ghost Sister, it's interesting, and we'll have to see what everyone else posts on Reddit, that sort of stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody.